It's my work. What about the book?
Point, we are creating a lens of water in the landscape that also arrives under our soils, under Liverpool.
My name is Joey, and I was born in the Netherlands. I have a background in philosophy and conflict mediation, and eco-anarchism or green anarchism it's movements like deep ecology, which is a line of thinking that says that all being has intrinsic value. So all of nature and its animals and its ecosystems have a value in itself and to themselves, unrelated to the use value for humans. Different social movements and activist movements came from that line of thinking, like Earth First or the animal rights movement, and I've been very involved in these. There's a constant discussion with this line of thinking and a movement called social ecology, which basically states that this sense that man should dominate nature comes from the social hierarchies that we have within our own societies. And until we address these, we will always have this adversarial relationship with nature. Now, this idea was further developed in bioregionalism, and bioregionalism asks you to have a sense of place, to locate yourself in relationship with your local ecosystems that can be harmonious and positive. And I found that in this valley where I live, here in the mountains in Greece. It's a valley that is surrounded by high mountains like Syria and Chelmos. It's mostly protected wildlife reserves, and I feel very fortunate to live here and be able to contribute to the regeneration and restoration of its landscapes and the revitalization of the communities here, because it was mostly depopulated. People moved to the sea, to the cities. And that's what I do here. I came here first because of my friends Stephen and Channy, who run their own permaculture homestead called Ivalula. It's a project that also hosts ECS volunteers and other programs. And I'm very fortunate that together with this community of like-minded people, we can live in harmony with our local ecosystems and contribute to making this area better adapted to the challenges that confront it, like changing weather patterns, climate change. We have the risk of droughts and forest fires. But as humans, we can also make a positive impact. We can actually create systems that actually reinforce the local ecosystems and that we rely on.
I would say if you have a choice in a big bush to choose between just tops without a bud or with a bud, then choose the ones without a bud so that it still makes more flowers. Social media.
Almost like mint, but not.
It's. Wait, can I taste?
Taste it.
Oh no, it's not what I thought it is. There is watermelon sage. Have you ever tasted
Oh, I
it?
never tried it.
No.
Somebody tried to eat now if you just pick here the top, but it would be good to snap off all these seeds, because if the plant makes all these seeds, it will not make flowers anymore. So to for the green to have also later on again flowers and also for us to be able to pick. It's good to tell the plants to not make the flowers. So like you could basically see this, and then where it starts to go to a crossroad, like here's the first crossroad, you just snap it just before that, and you can just leave the,
That's for the seeds.
yeah, that's for the seeds to come off so that the flowers will be more produced, then it will start making more buds again. And then so for now we can just harvest all the flowers. It's okay because there's still a lot of new flowers to come. But just not only harvest all the flowers, also make the plant nice by snapping off all this. So I took this just out already. These very nice fresh pink flowers, they already started to really dry out. Maybe you can give it a round because it's a very interesting smell. It's very nice smell. You smelled it this morning. And you can also drink it to be less bitten by the mosquitoes. It's also good against fleas and ticks for cats and dogs. So it has many purposes. And then we went to the green.
You said we can drink this against mosquitoes.
Yes, well, against the bites.
If I'm already bitten.
No, if to prevent that they don't want to bite you apparently.
Because my blood is
Maybe they find something in your blood, they do a pre-taste. I don't know.
Αλλά εντάξει, πολεμάμε. Πάντως είχε πάρα πολύ κόσμο τότε. Εγώ ήρθα εδώ το 1969. Και τέλος πάντων ωραία περάσαμε. Μ' άρεσε πάρα πολύ το χωριό και γι' αυτό πήραμε και το σπίτι και το φτιάξαμε. Μετά από χρόνια βέβαια που πήρε τη σύνταξη.
Ναι.
Τα καταλαβαίνεις πως τα λέω τα ελληνικά.
Όλα.
Έτσι, μπράβο. Που πήρε τη σύνταξη το 1987 πήραμε το σπίτι. Και από τότε παλεύουμε και φτιάχνουμε και φτιάχνουμε και φτιάχνουμε.
Και πόσα άτομα είχε εδώ στο χωριό?
Ήτανε πολλά. Αυτά τα ξέρει ο Παναγιώτης πιο πολύ που τα
Εντάξει.
ψάχνει. Ξέρεις, ο Παναγιώτης ο Λαλιώτης.
Ναι. Αυτός ξέρει τα πάντα.
Ναι.
Αλλά περίπου κάτι 200-300, τι ήταν?
Ήταν παραπάνω.
Παραπάνω.
Παραπάνω. Και είχε, τότε είχε φασόλια, ντομάτες, κάτι ντομάτες που κάνανε.
Ναι.
Και τις
Τα
πηγαίνανε
μεγάλα.
στην Αθήνα.
Μπάταλα μήπως ήταν?
Εκεί. Και πηγαίνανε
Πολύ
στην
ωραία.
Αθήνα όλα αυτά,
Ναι.
Και φασόλια.
Εδώ
Μεγάλη
τυπικό
παραγωγή.
φασόλια έχει τόσο πολύ μεγάλο. Αυτό ήταν τυπικό ας πούμε.
Μπαρμπούνια,
Μπαρμπούνια.
τα πλατιά.
Ναι.
Είχε πολλά πράγματα. Κάνανε δηλαδή μεταφορά στην Αθήνα, τα φορτηγά πηγαίνουν ερχόντουσαν. Πολύ ψηλό. Είχαμε και λεωφορείο κάθε μέρα.
Ναι.
Γεμάτο το λεωφορείο
Ναι.
κάθε μέρα.
Ναι.
Πηγαίνανε κάτω. Τώρα έχει καθένα στα αυτοκίνητά του.
Και δεν έχει κόσμο.
Εμείς και
Νομίζω
εμείς μόνοι
Το
μας.
χειμώνα είμαστε
Πολύ
20.
λίγοι. Πολύ λίγοι και ένας εδώ και ένας εκεί.
Ναι.
Δεν είμαστε κοντά, ας πούμε.
Καθόλου μαγαζί,
Τίποτα.
τίποτα. Ναι.
Ναι. Εγώ κάποτε που πήραμε το σπίτι αυτά, είχα όρεξη, ήμουνα και μικρή τότε βέβαια, ήμουνα 40 χρονών
Ναι.
που πήραμε το σπίτι. Και ήθελα να φτιάξω ένα μαγαζί, ήθελα να κάνω τους ωραίους μεζέδες.
Α, μπράβο.
Ναι, κάνω πολύ ωραία πράγματα εγώ. Και αν με δεις το... Γιατί γύρισε πάλι? Κοπέλα είναι? Όχι.
Όχι.
Ποιος είναι?
This part of the garden, we installed it many years ago, I think 8 or 9 years ago. And it was one of the gardens where, when we were overwhelmed with other work in other gardens, we decided to let it go a little bit, for it to re-wilder. So for some time this was just our chaos garden, and we let it go. Until now we had this big group with many hands, and we felt like it's a good time to bring it back to life, clean it up, make it more accessible again.
Alone, I can have
You check.
Thank you. I
I
don't want
go
to
back.
fix alone.
Oh, wow.
Wanna see my bag?
We are in a Mediterranean climate with very long and very hot summers, and our soil is sandy and with a lot of stones, so it dries out fast, it doesn't keep moisture. And for this reason we feel it's important to create these basins that hold water. Now if we would have had a clayey soil, we could make a natural pond by just digging and then working on the clay so it would hold water. But we cannot do it here, so now again for us the choice landed on making a basin in cement. So with this basin, our hopes is that we can support a larger community of insects that need the water, frogs, dragonflies, but also to provide a space where birds can come for a drink, and support for some aquatic plants. So I think it was a really good idea from the ICE group that they said let's make a pond.
Welcome to the altar. This is a very special place that we have been working on for the last month. When I arrived here, this whole area was a full bush of cornus until where the hawthorn is now. And I remember that my first kind of ceremony here was very, very brief, with only Shani and just 3 more volunteers from the long-term team. And I offered them the ceremony or the invitation to talk a little bit about what would they offer to this place and what could they ask for in that relation of giving and receiving. And that was the first thing that I did here. And it sparked in me, and I guess also in the team, the need and the urge, the wish for working a little bit more on it, because what we were putting in and receiving from was starting to be very special. And that's also the reason of the start of this project. Then at some point Steve directly offered me, hey, would you like to do something about it? To take care of this space. And I immediately said yes. I didn't have any vision of how it would turn or any expectations. And he said that a good idea would be to put some cardboard on the floor, then with a layer of gravel sand, and then another layer of beach sand, and also to put rocks around. And I remember that my first thought was like, ooh, how are we gonna do like these 500 wheelbarrows with the few people that we are in this short time?
sur mes cahiers d'écolier, sur mon pupitre et les sabres, sur les sables, sur la neige. J'écris ton nom.
Op elke gelezen bladzij, op elk onbeschreven blad, steen, bloed, papier of as, schrijf ik je naam.
Sob a selva e o deserto, sob o ninho nas giestas, sob o eco da minha infância, eu escrevo o teu nome.
Op de gouden beelden, op de wapens van de krijgers, op de kroon van de koning, ik schrijf jouw naam.
Sous le meraville de la notre, sous bianco pane del giorno, sous l'amor tra le stagioni, scrivo il tuo nome.
Us visiem, maniem, ziliem, dvieliem, dicis, us saules mitruma. Ezers us tsiva, menes, es raxtu tavu vardu.
Auf die Felder am Horizont, auf die Flügel der Vogels, auf die Windmühl der Schatten schreibe ich deinen Namen.
Σε κάθε ανάσα της αυγής, στη θάλασσα, στα καράβια, στο έξαλο βουνό, γράφω το όνομά σου.
Suspe musciuntins penori, suspe sudoria d'infortuno, suspe ploaia carunta grea, et iscriu numele.
Solle forme scoppiettanti, solle campane decolori, sola verta materiale. Io scrivo il tuo nome.
Op het pader ontwachting op de onplooiende wegen, op het plein dat overstroomt, schrijf ik je naam.
Allah al-Mushbahi aladi Judea. Allah al-Mushbahi aladi Yentafi. Allah al-Manazel al-Mushtamye'a. Aktubu Hezmak.
Akette fagot yumulse, atu kultu, a halosambambo, azamyamra, urisch he, irom anavet.
Auf meinen liebevollen, schlemmenden Hund, auf seine gespitzten Ohren, auf seine ungeschickten Pfoten, schreibe ich deinen Namen.
Op de springplank van mijn deur, op de vertrouwde objecten, op de cadans van het gezegende vuur. Ik schrijf jouw naam.
Sur toute chair accordée, sur le front de mes amis, sur chaque main qui s'étend. J'écris ton nom.
Sob a janela das surpresas, sob os lábios atento. Muito acima do silêncio, eu escrevo o teu nome.
En mis refugios destruidos, en mis faros colapsados, en las paredes de mi aburrimiento, yo escribo tu nombre.
Allah أخرياب بدون رغبة. Allah خطوتي الوحدة. Allah خطوتي الموت. أكتب اسمك.
Auf die wiedergewonnene Gesundheit, auf das überwundene Risiko, auf die Hoffnung ohne Erinnerung schreibe ich deinen Namen.
Dazit Christali tavidan bibadebi, gavchin di rom shekigrtsno, rom dagarkva, tavi supleba.